Today we will create one more model. Now it will be 3D model. Yesterday we have seen that 2D plane model, plane frame, that is simply supported beam and one plane frame. Now we will go with the 3D model like this. I'm just trying to prepare this problem statement. So there are, let's say, 6 columns and the beams are there. And let's say there is a slab over here. Say so the dimension, center to center dimensions, let's say this is your 4 meters. Then again, center to center means I'm taking from the beams. Last time we have seen how to model that. 4 meters. And let's say this is 1 meter and this is 4. So is it one way or two way slab? This one? Hello?
2 way, sir.
Yes, Ly by Lx 4 by 4 for this slab. 1 less than 2. So two way. Okay. So it is a two way slab. And what is for this? This slab?
1
One way.
4 by 4 by 1 greater than 2. One way. Okay. So this is one way. And there are 6 columns and beams are there. Let's say the size of the beam is, for the time being, I'm taking 230 by 450 for all beams. Okay. Beam sizes. So let me put here. Beam is 230 by 450 and columns 230 by 600. Let's say. Then you can assume the slab thickness as 120 mm. Okay. And then you can assume that there is a parapet wall. Let's say this is your section actually. If you look at this, this is a section of the building. Let's say it is a single story building. And in that we are having a plinth. This is your plinth level. And from plinth, the footing is here, somewhere here like this. So that level is, let's say, 1.5 meters. And the floor to floor height is, let's say, 3 meters. Okay. And we have a parapet wall on this, on the periphery. Okay. So there is a parapet wall here on the periphery. Periphery beams means only these beams all round, not this beam. So you can assume this as a terrace level actually. And what else is pending? All beams means plinth beams and floor beams all are 230 by 450. And generally what for supporting condition we assume in buildings, we assume it fixed. So all supports are fixed. So this is your problem statement. Now we need to prepare the model for this. So before that, we'll learn some Staad commands also along with this before going ahead, and then we will go for the load calculations and actual modeling and everything. Okay. So to start with, let's learn certain commands with respect to this model before starting anything. So start with the Staad Pro. So the first part will be geometrical modeling of this structure. And during that, I will tell you certain shortcut commands also. Now create new project. You can click over here. Now, as we are preparing the 3D model, you can click on the space. 3D model means in Z directions also there are members. So our building is 3D. We can see. So let me 3D room, let's say. Okay. as you know, you close this window. What is the what to do? We start with 0 actually. 0 node. Now we need to decide where you want to have our 0 node in the problem statement. So you can consider this point, let's say column C1. So column C1 will be our origin, and that too at bottom. Bottom is which point? This point, bottom is. So let's start 0 there, and then we will prepare the model. So what is the way to model this? 0 is our first, and you can see this coordinate axis X, Y, and Z. So for example, I will just show you what is our expectation. So if you look at that plan, so this is your plan. So in Staad Pro, if you see the plan, or you want to see the plan in Staad Pro, you can click this. Can you see this view from plus? Huh?
Sir, there is a major disturbance from your side. Please check.
Huh?
वॉइस कट
क्या
के
क्या?
आ रहा है सर आपका, नेटवर्क इशू रहा था,
हाँ,
वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आ रहा सर आपका।
ब्रेक हो रहा है क्या आवाज? एक मिनट।
यस सर,
बीच में डिस्टरबेंस थी, अब ठीक आ रही है सर।
अभी आ रहा है क्या? देखिए,
अभी ठीक आ रही है सर।
अब ठीक आ रही है सर।
ओके ओके, ठीक है। So you can see here y is upward. So if you want to see the plan of the structure, you can click here. Here last time we have seen this is the front view. Now if you want to see the plan, you can see here plus view from plus y. Now you can see the x is right and z is downward. Okay. So in our problem statement, it will look like this. So this will be my origin point, and this will be my x, and this will be my z. Okay. Try to understand. And y is upward, all of you know. So that means how we want to see that. So we can think of having maybe structure like this. ये ऐसे x है ना, और ये कैसे आना चाहिए? Just imagine that. So I think this should be the model we are expecting. Yes or no? ऐसे ही होगा ना, I think. क्योंकि प्लान में ये मेरा x है. 3D में I'm just showing. Let me click this. Let me click 3D first. Okay. So this is your 3D. So this is your x. This is your z. ऐसे ही है ना प्लान में हमने दिखाया. And this is your y. Can you see this?
Yes,
now
sir.
looking in this way, we want to prepare the model. So that way we will prepare the we will develop the nodes. Okay, so what will be the height? ये मेरा कितना है? 1.5 meters है. Then we are having one more floor above that, right? 3D में ऐसे है ना? Correct? So ये 3 meter height column है. This is 1.5 meter, and there is two-way slab over here and one-way slab over here. I hope all of you are understanding this. Now we will prepare the model. अभी कैसे करना है बताओ? Tell me. You know all the dimensions now. ये 4 meter है, ये 4 meter है, ये 1.5. In the beginning, we will prepare the bottom side only. So only we will prepare the model till plinth level, this one. So this is your 4 meters. This is also 4 meters. This is 1 meter, and height is 1.5 meters. Now tell me how to prepare the nodes.
सर x और z कोऑर्डिनेट लेंगे।
Okay, so second node. अभी हमें डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा सेकंड नोड क्या करना है. So it is up to you what you can decide any second node. There is no problem. Either upward or either you can prepare the plan and then you can go ahead. So let's say x4. So this is x is 4. Then we are having From here to here there is 1 meter. Yes. So what will be the coordinate for that?
x1.
1 9. So generally the coordinates are measured from the origin. So this is your origin.
5.
So this will be 5, right? So this will be 5. So this is third coordinate. Now there is a coordinate here. From here to here there is one point which is 4 meter. So what will be the coordinate for this point?
z sir, for
Z4 x कितना आएगा?
x0 sir.
X0, Y0 and Z4.
4.
Okay, now there is one more thing. यहाँ कितना आएगा? ये यहाँ आएगा एक पॉइंट. उसका कितना आएगा coordinate? X4. All of you are getting this? Any confusion? And यहाँ एक point I'm missing. What is that? Tell me this point here.
x1 sir or z4.
X5 na?
504.
504. Correct. Now these are our coordinates. And then we want all these coordinates at 1.5 meter. Yes or no? तो अभी कैसे कर सकते हैं आप? 0 then 1.50. Can you see this? We have got one more node like this. So in the similar fashion, you can create like this. Now putting all these coordinates is a really, we can say, time consuming task and very, we can say, laborious task. So there has to be shortcut. So when the model becomes of large size, then this method is really not, we can say, suggested. That putting all the coordinates, measure all the coordinates, and then put these numbers here. So we can have a shortcut for this. So instead of this, we can replicate the nodes. Okay, now I will tell you. So see what you will do. You will create these nodes and then you will add beams, isn't it? Like this.
Yes sir.
So our method, yesterday's method, classical method, is that you will prepare all these nodes and then you will draw the beams or columns like this. Then you will draw from here to here whatever nodes you have created. Now let me give you the shortcut today. So first part is creating zero node origin, right? Now there is a shortcut which is we can say we can replicate this node, same node. So select this node cursor, click on this node cursor, select this node. You can see the red color, that means it is selected. Click on the translation repeat here. You can see this translation repeat, click. Now I want to copy this node in X direction at a distance 4 meters. So at X direction, click X, and what is the distance? 4 meters.
4 meter.
4 meters, and then click OK. So that node got copied from here to here 4 meters. अभी यहाँ से यहाँ कितना करना है मुझे? 1 meter.
1 meter, yes sir.
So if you select this, then you need 5 meters. And if you select this, 1 meter पे भी copy कर सकते, because you are copying this node, then it is a 1 meter from this. If you copy this node, then it will be 5 meters. So it is better to have a easier way. Select this node, translation repeat in X direction at a distance
1 meter.
1 meter, and click OK. Now select this node. I want 4 meter here in Z direction. So select this, translation repeat in Z direction. Click Z, and then कितना है मेरा ये 4 meters ना?
Yes sir.
Click OK. So similarly here, translation repeat in Z direction
4 meter.
4 meter. पहले थोड़ा मैं slowly I will go to the shortcut. Again Z 4 meters. So this is one of the shortcuts you can do. Now there is one more shortcut, that you know that these 3 nodes are exactly at 4 meters. So instead of selecting, let me delete these nodes. If you want to delete any node, select the node and delete from the keyboard. Yes. Select the node, delete from the keyboard. Yes. Select the node. Now let's assume that we have created these 3 nodes. Now I want all these 3 nodes at a distance 4 meter in Z direction. So it is better to select all the nodes. Now how to select all the nodes? Now selection method I will tell you. How to multi-select. So what is the way? Select this node. Now I want to select all these 3 nodes. So press the control button on the keyboard and then again select this node. Then again select this. So I'm pressing the control button continuously. Now you can see all these 3 nodes are selected. I will tell you again, if I want to select all these 3 nodes together, so click first here, press the control button, then press this node and this node. So this way you can multi-select the nodes or members also. Or there is one more way to multi-select. You can use the cross window like this. Just click somewhere here, left click and press the left click and do this cross window. You can see the cross window. So whatever nodes are there within the cross window, they will be selected. Now it is selected. I think all of you know the AutoCAD software where we use that cross window. It is similar here. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
So either press the control button and then select, or use the cross window. Now, once I select the nodes, then click on the translation repeat and in Z direction 4 meters. Click OK. Now all these nodes are say replicated in one command only. See those who have completed the ETAP training, see, don't confuse that ETAP in Staad. Don't think in with respect to the ETAPs. So don't try to compare that software with this. Learn this very fresh. Okay. Otherwise, you will be confused because ETAP is having its own say style of modeling, and Staad is having its own way of modeling. In ETAP, we use that grid system and floor system and all. Here, there is no system. It is only with respect to the nodes. Okay. So we have generated these nodes. Now I want the same all nodes at a distance 1.5 meter in Y direction. Correct? Isn't it? Plinth level banana hai na hame. So I will select all the nodes using cross window. Press the translation repeat and in Y direction. What is the Y direction height?
1.5.
1.5 for plinth. And then click OK. Now you can see now there may be confusion. Why? If you look at this, you should be careful ki kaun sa node kahan hai. And this is very small model actually. When there is a large model of buildings, then there is always confusion, but I will tell you how to get rid of this. Now you can see now what to do. I need to prepare the columns or draw the columns. So right click, add beams, just start drawing the columns like this. You know, press the left cursor of the mouse. This. So this way you can draw the columns from bottom to top, always from bottom to top, because Y is upward. So this is your columns. Now there are beams also. So beams also you can draw. Now in positive X direction means from left to right. Click this, then again from left to right. Again this. I hope all of you are practicing. Now for Z direction, from behind to the front side. From behind to the front side, from behind. Then what you will do? Now I want to prepare the first floor. कैसे करेंगे बताओ?
कॉपी कर लेंगे सर इसको.
हाँ, nodes को copy करेंगे and then we will draw it. You can copy the nodes and draw it as we have done for this. Okay, so for example, let me select all the nodes. So select this node, then press control button and then select all the nodes. This 6 nodes. Then click on the translation repeat. In Y direction, what is the height of the floor? 3 meters.
3 meter.
Then click. and then you can draw. So this is draw beams like columns first, like this, then this. I'm going to give you certain shortcuts, but you should use the shortcuts only to the limited level, not to the utmost level. Okay, so this is your model. Now there are many other shortcuts also, we will learn that. So kaise karenge? So till now it is clear. So we have learned the translation repeat command, then selection window like that. Okay, today. Now I will prepare this model again, but little more, we can say, with the shortcuts. So let me delete. So if you want to delete this all members, you can select all the members using cross window, and you can press the delete button from the keyboard, then say OK. Now it is asking, do you want to delete the nodes? Yes, I want to delete the nodes also. Now there is nothing here. Okay. So it is fresh model again. Now I will start with the 0, 0 again. And I want to prepare the same model again. Yeah. So select the node. Now in this case, I will prepare the column first instead of all that nodes. Either you can select the column, or so how to draw the column. So I can do one thing, select this node, click on the translation repeat, and in Y direction, you know that there is a column at a distance 1.5 meters. Yes. Now there is one more command here, link steps. If you click this, so what will happen? The software will copy this node here along with member also. For example, let's say I'm clicking here link steps. Height is 1.5 meter in Y direction. And if I click OK, then it has copied the node also, and it has drawn the column also. Okay. So that is the, again, we can say more shortcut or beauty of this command. So this way, now you have the column here. Now you can select this and use the translation repeat. And now in X direction, I will copy this 4. Now I don't want to link steps because otherwise there will be beams, or you can say link steps. So say link steps. Okay. Now there is a beam generated over here. There is a beam generated over here. Okay. Now select this column in X direction 1 meter. Link steps. Okay. Now you have this. Select this all together, and in Z direction at a 4 meter distance. Link steps. Now this is generated. Now what is wrong here in this? Anything wrong here?
Beam. What?
So these beams are not of use because it is a footing level, right? So what can you do? You can delete these beams, unnecessary beams. So select the beam first, then press the control button, then select this, which are not required. Now once you select these beams, press the delete command from the keyboard and just delete this. Now it is as per our expectation. Yes. Now you can copy this floor because you know that first floor also are having same beams. So select all the beams by using pressing the control button. So I have selected the beams and translation repeat in Y direction at a distance 3 meters. Now in this case, if you say link steps, then column will be generated automatically. So link steps and then click OK. Now can you see this? ये मॉडल हुआ था यार हमारा, right?
Sir,
Yes.
तो ये जो बीम हम लोग ऐड किए तो उसका साइज हम लोग असाइन किए हुए हैं कि वो
नहीं
खुद ही
नहीं
ले
नहीं
लेगा?
नहीं नहीं, कुछ नहीं. See, this is only geometry.
अच्छा।
We assign the properties after the modeling ना, मतलब ये सब draw होने के बाद करते हैं ना assign.
यस सर।
So we define it first, then assign it. So unless we have any more members in the model, how can we assign that? Isn't it? So first you should draw this model, and then you define the properties and assign to each member whatever you want. Yes.
यस
ये
सर।
सब सिर्फ ज्योमेट्री चल रहा है. Nodes and drawing the beams and columns. That's it. बाकी कुछ नहीं है. Even we have not given the supports. We have not given any loads. Nothing. Now, yes. So these commands are done here. Now we will learn little more commands also. So काम करता हूँ. Let me delete this first floor. Now if I want to delete this first floor, how can I delete? I don't want these beams and columns. Okay, at first floor level I want only plinth level. How can I delete this? So first point is that you select by pressing the control button like this. Okay, each and every column and beam which is not required for, like this, and then press the delete command from the keyboard. So this is one way you can delete. So the selection method is little laborious here because there are a lot of members. But if I select using cross window, then even my plinth beams are getting selected. So there is a problem. So I'll tell you. Now there is one way that press the control button and select the beams and columns, or there is a, you can use the cross window. But in this case, the plinth beams and columns are also selected. So if you want to unselect the beams, unselect means press the control button, whatever is selected, click there. Now it is getting unselected. So first is selection, then second is unselect. If you click the selected member by pressing the control button, then it will be unselected. Okay. So this way also you can select the first floor. Okay, so select, unselect. There is one more shortcut. Now I know that if I use the cross window, that in that case unnecessarily the plinth beams are getting selected. So I can go into the front view. So you know this is your front view. Click on the front view. Now this is front view, and in this case you can use your cross window. So let's say I'm from right to this. Now whenever you use the cross window, please make sure that you are not selecting any plinth beams. Just above the plinth beams, your horizontal dotted line should be there, like this. Don't go like this. It should be above the plinth beams, and then select. Now you can go in 3D, click on isometric view. Now you can see the only first floor beams and columns are selected. So this is also one of the way of selection of the members. Now you can delete from the keyboard and say yes. Now I want to ask you, if I want, let's say, now this is not our problem statement, but for training purpose I am taking, I want one more secondary beam here. So this beam we are resting on this primary beam. Okay, and the distance is, let's say, 2 meters from here. अभी मुझे 2 meters पे एक beam चाहिए. So that I came to know after the model is prepared, but I want to draw. So what is required to draw this beam? Tell me.
सर
क्या चाहिए?
2 मीटर पर नोड दे देंगे
हाँ, यहाँ एक नोड चाहिए और यहाँ एक नोड चाहिए, right?
और यहाँ
And then we
yes
will
sir
draw, add करेंगे बाद में, correct? Yes. So
yes
how
sir
to prepare these nodes? So कैसे करना है nodes? Tell me. So I want node here 2 meters from this point. How to draw that?
सर कॉपी कर लेंगे नोड को
Yes. So say use this node cursor, then select this node and use the translation repeat. In which direction? X direction. This is X direction. So X direction, it will be 2 meters. Click OK. Now you can see here the node got generated. Similarly, I will select this translation repeat in x direction at a distance 2 meters. And then I will right click, add beam, and draw this. This is the way secondary beam can be generated. This is one way, or there is secondary way, second way. I'll tell you. So let me controls. So if you want to undo the command as we use in AutoCAD, you can Control Z or you can press this undo command. So whatever is done previously, all that gets deleted. Now I want nodes at the center of this beam. You know this is a 2 meters. 2 meter is the center of 4 meter. So the second way of inserting the node is click the beam and here can you see this insert node? There is a command over here, insert node. Once you click that, either you can do that or you can right click and you can say insert node. Okay. So there are two ways. Click this beam, then click here to the insert node. Let me cross this, or right click to this beam and click insert node. Now here I can insert the node in between this beam at any distance, wherever you want. So what is the distance here for this beam? So this is your starting point of the beam. So from this point, what is the distance? 2 meters. So I can put 2 meter distance and then say add new point. Now you can see here in the beam, there will be node generated here at a distance 2 meters and click OK. So this way also I can generate the nodes. Similarly here, click on this beam, right click, insert node at a distance 2 meters. So 2 meter, add new point. Okay.
सर ये दोनों बीम को एक बार सिलेक्ट करके हम लोग दोनों नोड एक साथ डाल सकते हैं, इंसर्ट कर सकते हैं दोनों नोड?
हाँ कर सकते हैं. So next step, so let's select all the two beams because I know that the span of the beam is same and the distance of the node is also same. Now right click, insert node. Now this window got changed, but yes, there is no problem. You can click here, put the distance as 2 meters, new point distance 2 meters and say OK. ये भी generate हुआ यहाँ, correct?
Yes sir.
So ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं. Now if I ask you, I want the beam at a distance 1 meter instead of 2 meters. कैसे करेंगे?
सर वो सेम प्रोसेस, बीम को सेलेक्ट कर राइट क्लिक कर इंसर्ट कर देंगे डिस्टेंस.
Select this beam. अभी यहाँ निकालता हूँ, पहले सिंगल का दिखाता हूँ. Right click, insert node and put the here as a 1 meter. Add new point. यहाँ से 1 meter पे है. Similarly here. Or if you want to select both the beams, select both the beams. Right click, insert nodes and put 1 meter here. Okay. And then draw beam. Right click, add beam. Yeah. Now I will tell you one more command in insert command. If you click here, now 2 meter is the center of the 4 meter. Yes.
Yes
That
sir.
means it is exactly midpoint. So midpoint, you need not to put that value. It is better you can click on the midpoint. Right click, insert node. So there is one point here, add midpoint. So you can directly click add midpoint. So it is automatically taking 2 meter distance and then say OK. Because it is a midpoint. If it is not midpoint, then you can put the distance. Okay.
Okay sir.
Now second point is, let's say I want two beams at equal distance. और कितना आएगा हमारा 1 2 3 समझो. I want such a beams. Okay. And the distance between each beam is 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. Okay. ऐसे चाहिए. तो what is the way? How can you do this? I want 3 beams which are equally spaced. So classical or method is that you click here, right click here, insert node. और क्या करेंगे?
Add end point.
हाँ, तो यहाँ ये तो
Distance-
continuously you need to do continuously. पहले बार 1 meter, बाद में again 1 meter again. Or there is a command add n points. So how much points I want in between? 1, 2 and 3. 3 beams चाहिए ना, तो 3 points. And then say add n point. Add n point means it will be equally spaced within this beam. So you can see here 3 points are generated, 1, 2, 3 meter spacing, and then say similarly here, or you can multi-select also, and then right click. Okay, and then you can add beams. You can add like this. Now I want all these 3 beams. Let's say, can there be any other way to prepare these beams? ये beams मुझे यहाँ 3 times चाहिए. कैसे कर सकते? I can select this beam, press the translation repeat command, and in X direction I want to copy that, isn't it? So in X direction, distance कितना है मेरा? 1 meter, spacing between the beams. Now you can add the number of steps. अभी 1 है, 2, 3. So if you click 3 steps, so it will be copied 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so click OK. समझ में आया सभी को? So I have copied this beam using translation repeat 3 times, 1, 2 and 3. So steps are 3. So let me show you again. Click this beam, click translation repeat in X direction. Put the distance between the beam is 1 meters and number of steps 1, 2 and 3. 3 steps are there. So this beam will be copied 1, 2 and 3. Click OK. Correct? Got this command translation repeat?
सर मल्टी सिलेक्ट करून पण आपल्याला ट्रान्सलेशन रिपीट करता येतं का मेंबर?
Multi select ना, हाँ करते हैं. Yes. For example, let's say I want to select these and this. Okay. And then you want to copy these 2 together. Right? Are you asking the same way?
येस सर.
हाँ, तो आता if I select these 2 beams, let's say I want to copy this on the right side. Then click on the translation repeat in X direction. Let's say I want to copy at a distance 2 meters. And let me put some steps. See this. So can you see this? These 2 beams
Yes,
are
sir.
getting replicated. So you can do that way also.
ओके.
There is one more way of copying. So either you can copy with the translation repeat or select this, right click, you can say copy here. Then again right click here somewhere in the screen and paste beams. Now it is asking where you want to paste. So in X direction, I want to paste. Let's say I want to paste that beam at the center of the beam. Okay, so 2 meters पे चाहिए मुझे. So X will be 2 meters and then say okay. Okay. So copy paste हमारा normal command है ना जो that we use in other softwares. So same here. You can use the copy paste. But here in copy paste, you cannot copy the multiple. Like if I want 3 beams, then I cannot do. I need to do it again and again. So let's say I will tell you. First, I will put one beam, say copy, and then paste. So paste at a distance 1 meter. Then click OK. Then again, right click, paste beams. Now in this case, it will be 2 meters because I have selected this beam only. Then click OK. Then right click, paste, and this will be 3. So with respect to this beam, I have put this. Or select this beam, copy, then again right click, paste. ये 1 meter पे पहले. Then if I select this beam, then right click, copy, then right click, paste, and 1 meter here. Now in this case, I am putting 1 meter because my reference beam is this now in this case. So in this fashion, you can use these commands the way you like. So there are different ways of modeling actually: copy paste, translation repeat, or by putting the see nodes in this geometry, rather coordinates in this. So putting the coordinates is very, we can say, tedious job, but translation repeat is very useful, I think, in general. Then if you want to insert the nodes, you can insert the nodes. Either you can copy the nodes using translation repeat or copy command or insert node command. So there are three ways of modeling. Now, if I ask you, I want the same model here, but with the mirror. See, many times in buildings, we have the mirror, say, flats. So there are 4 flats. So you might have seen that. Flats में रहते हैं ना, यहाँ एक flat है समझो. Then there is a staircase over here, let's say. Then again there is one more flat here, but it is same, similar to this, but mirror. Mirror मतलब यहाँ living, यहाँ for this flat, let's say there is a living here and bedroom here. Then in this flat there will be living here and bedroom here. That means it is exactly mirror about this point. Correct? This is a mirror. Similarly, if there are 4 flats, they are also same. Maybe here there is a living and bedroom here, and then there is a again here it is a living and bedroom here. So mirror about this line. The mirror can be about this line or mirror can be about this line. It depends as per the architectural drawing or what. So you can mirror this. So it is not necessary that you should model all the structure. You can model this part only, and then you can mirror here and mirror here as you wish. Okay. So instead of just prepare this, let's say our expectation is in our train problem. So what is our problem? Yeah, plan. I'm drawing the plan. So this is my plan. There are columns here, 6 columns. Let's say similar plan is here. Okay. And again here also. So if I want to draw this, then I will only prepare the model of the quarter part. Okay. ये जो इतना part है ना, that I will prepare in this, and then I will mirror this because I know that there is a mirror. So mirror to the right and again mirror to the bottom side. So let's say how to do this. So how can I do that? So whenever I say mirror, there is a plane of mirror. What is the plane of mirror in this case?
YZ plane.
About this plane in this direction, right? Now what is the location of this plane? ये जो plane है, यहाँ location क्या है इसका? What is the location of this plane? From the origin. So this is my origin. 0 is this. So from 0, what is the distance of the plane? ये distance कितना है? From 0, this is your 0. So 5 meter is the location of plane, my location of plane, and plane is the Y and Z plane. So about YZ plane at a distance 5 meter, I will mirror this. Okay, now let's see. So the distance from here to here is in X direction. So X direction distance is 5 meter. So select all the members, columns and beams. Now here you can see there is a command generate mirror. Click the generate mirror. Now you can, in this window, you can see they are showing some plane of mirror. So what is our plane of mirror? YZ. So click on the YZ plane. And what is the distance of plane from X direction?
5 meter.
5 meters pe hai mera. So now I have given that. Now it is asking whether to move or copy. So I want to copy. So let's copy this and click OK. Now see, you can see that the same left side is now mirrored on the right side. In the similar way, if I want to copy this to this side now, Z direction पे copy करना है ना मुझे. So that is our expectation. Now this will be copied here. Now tell me what is the plane of mirror and location क्या है उसका? Yes.
XZ sir.
प्लेन कहाँ है? मुझे यहाँ कॉपी करना है अभी.
Y
ये
plane.
XY plane.
So it will be XY plane. I will show you. So this is your plane actually. ये XY plane. इस पे कॉपी करने वाले हम. So this is my XY plane. And what is the location of this plane from the origin? So this is my which direction? ये direction
4.
कौन सा है? हाँ ये 4 meter है, but what is that? Z, X, Y क्या है?
Z.
It is Z. So at a Z 4 and the plane is XY. Correct. Now we will go there. So you can select all this. Generate mirror. Now यहाँ दिखाता हूँ मैं. What is XY plane, right? And Z is equal to 4. And then copy. Click OK. अभी ये delete करता हूँ. आया? So now you must be understanding that we need not to put all the nodes over here, coordinates. 0 से start करना है हमें, and then you can copy, replicate, mirror, whatever commands are available in the Staad Pro. You can use it effectively for modeling the structure, right? So we need not to do each and every nodes here. But generally, as a beginner, I expect that don't use too much of shortcuts in software modeling.
हॅलो सर,
Yes.
जेव्हा हे मिरर करतो सर त्यावेळेला ज्या प्लेन पासून मिरर करतो तिथले डबल पॉइंट येत नाही तिथे, डबल नोट
नाही. आणि if see, he's asking that whether there will be duplication of the nodes or members. So whenever we run the model before the analysis, we check for that. Okay. So there is a command I will tell you before analysis that we can check the duplicate nodes. Okay, I'll tell you again here also. So how to check whether there is any duplicate node or duplicate members? So how can you do that? Yeah. If you click on the tools, then you can check duplicate nodes. Check duplicate nodes and say okay. So no duplicate nodes found. That means there is no copy of duplicate nodes. Okay. If you want to say, if you feel that ये member यहाँ repeat हुआ again, so you can check, click on the tools, check duplicate members. No duplicate members found. That means they don't get copied in the mirror. But don't memorize that. You have to check this by clicking on the tools, whether there is any duplication of nodes or members before the analysis. Okay.
सर
Now
जर
let
मेंबरचं डुप्लिकेशन चेक केलं नाही तर मग ते डेड लोड मध्ये डबल वेळा कन्सिडर होतं का?
no, it will show the errors actually. It will show the errors. No, there will not be double. Actually, it doesn't happen, but the duplication may be little with some error actually.
Okay.
So it should not happen, but see, we need to check. So it is a practice that before analysis, we go for this check. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now
सर XY प्लेन थोड़ा समझा दीजिए एक बार आप.
XY अभी ये
Plane
हमें
थोड़ा-
कॉपी करना.
सर प्लेन में थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन हो गया मुझे, इसीलिए मैं पूछ रहा हूँ.
हाँ. ओके, ये देखो ना, यहाँ हमें कॉपी करना था ना.
Yes,
So you
sir.
know this. Yeah, this is my plane, na? Yeah, mirror plane.
Yes, sir.
ये ना ये.
Yes, sir.
About this plane, I have copied this ना. ये side पे. इसको
ये
यहाँ copy किया, and this was my common plane of the mirror, right? So this is my common line, na? Plane.
yes,
समझ में
sir.
आ रहा है? Now here you can see direction क्या है इसका? ये x है, you can see here x.
Column
और
Y.
ये कौन सा है? y है.
Y.
So this is xy plane.
Okay, sir.
Because I want to copy this from here. Previously what was happening? Previously ये मेरा plane था. This was my plane. And I wanted to copy this to this side. That's why this is the plane. Right? And what is this plane? Upper is y and this one is z. Correct? The yz plane is this. And as yz plane is in the x direction, so I have put the x as a 5 here. And this xy plane is in the z direction, so it is z is equal to 4. ये वाला plane. Correct? Getting?
Yes, sir.
हॅलो सर.
हा.
आणि झेडच्या ऑपोजिटला टाकायचं तर -4 टाकायचं का?
Yes, minus, yes. So yeah, okay, good question. You know that your origin is here, but by mistake, let's say you have not created the model in the positive quadrant. So in that case, you can put that. Let's say I want to copy this or mirror this. Now, if I want to mirror this only part, this I want to select this part only. You can go in the plan here, and I want to select only this part. So you can see I want these beams and columns, everything, and then go into the isometric view. Now, and I want to mirror this here to the negative z direction. Negative मतलब यहाँ से, please keep in mind, यहाँ से यहाँ चाहिए मुझे. So what will be my plane? Plane तो ये रहेगा ना, which is xy. And यहाँ z पे z रहेगा मेरा, which is let's say अभी 4 मीटर ही लेता हूँ, लेकिन अभी ये z देखो, ये z डायरेक्शन ऐसे था, which is positive, and this is negative. So I will put -4 meters in the command. So go to the mirror, x y plane, and z is equal to -4. हाँ, अभी क्या हुआ बताओ? अभी एक्चुअली z इज इक्वल टू कितना चाहिए था?
0
चाहिए था ना. Now can anybody tell me what has happened? Now where is the mirror plane in this case? अभी ये गलत हुआ है, लेकिन tell me where is the mirror plane? मिरर प्लेन हमारा z इज इक्वल टू क्या था?
4 मीटर.
हमने -4 डाला ना, मैंने
-4 डाला.
माइनस मतलब ये मेरा 0 है. सो यहाँ प्लेन है मेरा कहाँ तो? यस, इमेजिनरी. ये मेरा प्लेन है यहाँ बीच में, एंड द डिस्टेंस ऑफ द प्लेन फ्रॉम द ओरिजिन इज कितना है? 4 मीटर्स. मतलब यहाँ से यहाँ तक कितना हुआ? ये 4 मीटर, मतलब ये भी 4 मीटर्स है ना, तो यहाँ से ये 8 मीटर गया है. राइट? नाउ वी शुड चेक इट कि ये 8 मीटर है क्या. नाउ हाउ टू चेक वेदर व्हाट आर द डायमेंशंस? अभी नया कमेंट भी सीखेंगे, चलो. सो इफ यू वांट टू सी द डायमेंशंस, हाउ टू चेक द डायमेंशंस? अभी मुझे बताओ, यहाँ ये नोड से ये डिस्टेंस कितना है, ये मुझे वेरीफाई करना है. व्हाट इज द डिस्टेंस? सो देयर इज अ कमांड. इफ यू गो ओवर हियर, can you see here, display node to node distance, to this arrow?
Yes,
you
sir.
can see this. Click here. Now that node cursor got changed to the dimension cursor. Now select this node and again select this node. 8 meters. Okay, so you can check the dimension between the nodes by using this command. Then you can, let's say I want to check the height of this column. So click this node and this node, 1.5 meters. I want to check this dimension from this node to this node. So you can check the dimensions between the two nodes wherever you want by using this command. Now, if you don't want to see this, all the dimensions which I have drawn here, you can click the remove all node to node distance. Okay, can you just, I'll just do this. So this way you can do. Now you can check the dimensions also of the members. If you click here, dimension, and then say display and close, then you can see the dimensions of members are given here. 4 meter, this is 4 meter, this is 4 meter, height is this 1.5 meters. So these are the dimensions of the members. Sometimes we may be interested in such command quickly to understand the dimensions. And if you don't want to see the dimensions on the model, then go again in the dimension, click on the dimension and say remove, remove and remove, close. So there is a two-way display node to node distance and dimensions of the members. So dimension of members will give you the dimension of member, but they may not give you the node to node distance. So in this case, I want the distance between these two nodes, but as there is no member, I need to use this command only, display node to node distance. Right?
Yes, sir.
And if you want to see the dimension of member, then you can use this dimension command also. Now let's correct our model. Let me delete this by pressing the delete command on the keyboard. अभी करेंगे फिर से. अभी actually मेरा plane ये है. So our mistake was, see, our distance should be from the origin to the plane of the mirror. Now this is my mirror plane. And my origin is also here. So that means my Z distance is 0 in this case. Correct. And that's why there was a error. But if your plane is somewhere here, then you need to give that negative Z value. Okay. So if you want to correct करेंगे क्या? चलो करेंगे. Let's go into the plan. Select this part only. Click on the mirror. XY plane, Z is equal to 0 and OK. Correct. Now let's see what is meant by move. Move का मतलब क्या होगा?
Object
So,
को move करना, sir.
हाँ, मतलब original will be moved to the mirror side. For example, let's say, let me select this and I want to mirror this and I don't want this original part. So select this, go to the mirror, XY plane, Z is equal to 0 and move and then click OK. नहीं, वो क्या हुआ यहाँ?
सर ये इसका लेंथ बढ़ गया है, ये इस साइड में.
हाँ, लेंथ बढ़ गया क्या? नहीं, वो वहाँ ऐसी, हाँ, ये नोड पे कनेक्टेड है.
यस सर.
नहीं, ये ऐसे नहीं होगा. कैसे करना पड़ेगा? नहीं, इन दिस केस दिस विल नॉट बी एप्लीकेबल. मैं बताता हूँ. दैट मूव विल बी कि वो कनेक्टेड है नोड से ना वहाँ.
सर ये सारा ऑब्जेक्ट को हम
हाँ,
select
सारा ऑब्जेक्ट कर सकते हैं. हाँ, सारा ऑब्जेक्ट को. फॉर एग्जांपल अभी इसका नोड क्या, ये नोड 1 है ना हमारा, ये ओरिजिन है ना.
यस सर.
I can select all the assembly and move this to the right. Okay, वैसे कर सकते हैं. Whole assembly.
यस सर.
But how will you make sure that the whole assembly is mirrored? Let's say करेंगे कैसे? अभी I will tell you one more command. You can see the coordinates of each nodes. अभी मुझे बताओ, if I want to see the coordinate of this node, how to see the node of coordinate of this node? ये node जो है उसका coordinate क्या है? So how to see, I will tell you. You select the node cursor, click here and click the node. Now here you can see this. This node got selected and the coordinates are 10, 1.5 and 0. Okay. Let's say I want the coordinate for this node. So click here. Now 10, 1.54. Or if I want the coordinate for this, 6, 1.54. Getting this? How to see the coordinates of the nodes?
Yes, sir.
Or there is other way. You double click this node. Now you can see this window and X, Y, and Z, 10, 1.50. So this way also you can see the coordinates of the nodes. Just double click and you will see this. Right? Now this is my, now if I click here, what is the coordinate of this? 0, 0, 0. Now this is my origin. Now let's use that command. होता है कि मुंह देखेंगे. Select whole structure. Click on the mirror. अभी नहीं, mirror plane चाहिए ना हमें. कितना है ये? What is the mirror plane? I want to mirror this to the right side. Mirror plane and distance क्या रहेगा? So this is my mirror plane. Which is this mirror plane?
XZ.
XZ है YZ.
YZ.
And what is the, ये origin है ना मेरा, मतलब यहाँ से कितना distance है ये?
10
Origin से?
10 meter.
Yeah,
10.
so in this case, in X direction, na, X is equal to. See, many times you don't need to, you may not remember the dimensions. Huh? बाद में, if the structure is big, you will forget the dimensions. So how to see the coordinates? Select this course node cursor and you just click on this node. You know this node is in this plane. Yes or no? So double click. And what is the X coordinate for this? 10. मतलब ये मेरा 10 हुआ. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
So no need to remember the dimensions of the structures, because it is, as it is very symmetric, we can say, and simple problem you are now remembering. But if it is a practical problem, the nodes are anywhere, means you may not understand that. That means my X is equal to 10. Now select the structure, mirror YZ, X is equal to 10, and let's say move. अभी हुआ क्या नहीं हुआ? सेम ही है ना वो, इसलिए समझ में नहीं आ रहा. So how to understand that? Yeah, this was the origin in the beginning. Yes, this point was the origin. Let's check what has happened. Click here. Now X is 10 now here. That means this is not your origin. So origin was somewhere here. That means that the structure was here somewhere. And now I have moved this, mirrored and moved here. Getting the use of move command?
Yes, sir.
Now I think, okay. So let's go to our problem again. अभी थोड़े commands सीखे हमने. Let's start with our problem. So select all the structure and delete. Now where we create the nodes in the geometry. Here you can see, click on the geometry. Then cross this grid box. And we start anything from 0. Quickly करेंगे हम model. Let's prepare the model first. Now select the node. Translation repeat in Y direction. Now I'm just taking quickly 1.5 steps. Okay, then select this in X direction, 4 meters, link steps, and again let me select this X direction 1 meters, link steps, again select all, translation repeat in Z direction 4 meters, link steps, and unnecessary beams, just delete this. And I will prepare the first floor also. So select the, yeah, now while selecting, either use the press control button like this, and select the floor, or you can go in the front elevation and use the cross window like this. So within this, all the beams will be selected. And translation repeat in Y direction at a distance 3 meters. Link steps. Yes. What is the next step? Once we prepare the geometry, we define the properties. So go into the general, click on the properties, then go to the define rectangular shape. So we have a beams and columns. So beams are having size, depth as 0.45 meters and width of the beam is 0.23. Concrete material is by default. Click add, close. Then define the columns. Go to the define rectangle. Column depth is 0.6 meters. Column width ZD 0.23. Now next step is we can assign that. So click the beam property 0.45 by 0.23. Now how to select the beams? Tell me.
फ्रंट व्यू पर जाके सर सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं एक ही बार.
Front view में कर सकते, correct. That is the shortest way. Because I want to select all the plain beams and first floor beams. So go like this and press the control button because I want multi-selection. Press the control button and again use the cross window like this. And then go in 3D to verify whether your selection is correct. Now, yes, it is correct. Then say assign to selected beams and assign. So beams are assigned. Now how to select the columns?
Same process, sir.
Go to the front view. Select this size and you can use the cross window like this. See this. I'm just cutting the columns through that, right? Press control button and again use this cross window because all the cross window lines are cutting the columns. Then go into the isometric, all columns are selected. Assign to selected beams. Now there is one more way of selection of the members. So this is the way I generally use mostly. This is sufficient for modeling, but as a matter of studying the software, there are some other ways. You can click on the select. Now, if you want to select the columns, all columns, so all of you know that all columns are in Y direction. Yes or no?
Yes,
they
sir.
are in Y direction. So you can click here, select. Then you can go beams parallel to Y. I'm going into the select, then beams parallel to Y. Then all the beams which are parallel to Y, they will be selected. So these beams are nothing but columns, but the Staad language is only beam. There is no column in Staad language. Okay. Technically, if they are in Y direction, they are columns. So this way I can select. There is other command. Go to the select, then beams parallel to X. So all the beams which are parallel to X axis, they will be selected. Then you can press the control button. Again, go select beams parallel to Z. So this way also you can select. But whatever method I told you previously, that is more than sufficient actually. So no need to do, because see, in practice, you will not have all the beams of the same size. So see, many times software gives lot of commands, shortcut commands, but they are not useful in practice because our practical problems are not so easy like this. Okay. So in that case, you need to select and press the control button. For example, let's say my beam sizes, these two beam sizes are same. Then I will select only these two beams, right? Then say these two beams are different. Then I will select only this. Then let's say this size is also different. Let's say these columns, this column is same. Then this may be different. So I will select these two. So practical problems are having lot of sizes. So it is really not useful. So generally software's shortcuts are not so much useful in practice. That's why I suggest all of you please focus on the basic part here in the training program. Don't go on finding too much of shortcuts. They are of no use because practical problems are generally complex. So classical methods are always better. अभी ये मैंने बताया सिर्फ आपको पता चाहिए इसलिए. So you can explore that, but it's fine. Now what is the next step? Go to
सर
the
सर ये जो लेबल किया हुआ सर कॉलम और बीम का नाम दिया हुआ है, तो सर उस केस में सर कंफ्यूजन बहुत हो जाएगा क्योंकि कौन सा बीम साइज किसका है, क्या दिक्कत है, तो उसका नेम हम लोग किस तरह चेंज करेंगे?
नहीं, नेम नहीं चेंज कर सकते इसमें. So see size है ना, मतलब if I click here, देखो, if I click here then these red color are 0.45 and 0.23. If I click here then these are, समझ में है? So you can click here and then see the view. Getting?
यस सर.
क्लिक करके समझ में आएगा का कौन से मेंबर्स.
सर आपल्या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये कॉलमच्या फेसेस वेगवेगळ्या डायरेक्शन मध्ये होत्या ना.
हा करू ना कव्हर करू ना ते. हा
ओके.
तो नेक्स्ट स्टेज तीच आहे आपली. हा येस, बिफोर सपोर्ट आपल्याला ते करायचं काय. ठीक आहे. नाव ठीक आहे, आधी ते करू. So we have assigned the sizes. Now our problem, here you can see these columns are vertical in plan and these two are horizontal and this is vertical. That means orientation is not same. First of all, we should know what is the orientation direction. So in Staad actually we are only seeing the line diagram. Yes. So how can I understand what is the direction of column? So there is a command, right click here in the window somewhere here in white screen. Go to the structure diagrams here and click on full sections. Okay. Then click on apply. Okay. Now you can see the 3D. समझ में आ रहा है कुछ? So these columns are horizontal actually. So you can see all columns are horizontal. मतलब हमारा expectation क्या है? So that means these are all horizontal in Staad Pro. Actually, I want horizontal only these two. And I want these 4 columns to be vertical. Can you see this? समझ में आ रहा है किसी को? Or you can see in plan, go into the plan. Plan में जरा confusion हो रहा है ना? Orientation का columns के. What can I do? Select all the columns only. Now I will tell you one more command. Let me hide this first. Right click, structure diagrams, none. Now in Staad modeling, we can control the view. For example, let's say I want to see the columns only in model and I want to hide the beams. So I can do that way. So I can hide anything and I can view anything as I want. How can we do that? So let's say I want to see the columns only. I don't want to see any beams in this view. So how to do? So I need to select the columns first. How to select the columns?
Select y-axis parallel.
Yes, so go to the select and beams parallel to y-axis. कौन सा भी method use करो. Once you select the columns, then go to the view and say view selected objects only. Now see, beams got not deleted actually, they are hidden now. Now I can see only the columns in this case. Now if you want to see the whole structure again, click on the view and say whole structure here. Again the whole structure is there as it is. Now let's say you want to see only the beams in the view. So how to do? Select the beams only. Let me go into the front view. Then select the beams only. I want to hide the columns. Now I want to see the selected objects only. Go to the view and view selected objects only. Now here there are only beams, there is no column. Again, if you want to see the whole structure, click on the view, whole structure. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to see the columns only. So let's go to the select beams parallel to Y and go to the view selected. Now right click Go to the structure diagrams. Click on the full sections. Apply. Okay. Now, yes. Now you can go into the plan here. Now here you can see all are horizontal. But you know that I want only these 2 horizontal and all other 4 are vertical. Now how to do that? So in the properties dialog box, you can see we have defined the properties here. Where we have defined? In section here. Now there is a one more tab here, which is beta angle. If you click on the beta angle, then create beta angle here. That beta angle is nothing but what is the orientation or angle of rotation of the column. So I want to rotate this by 90 degree. Yes, existing columns ये हमें 90 degree से rotate करने. So put this as a 90 degree and click OK. Now I have generated the beta angle, which is 90, beta 90. Now which are the columns which I want to rotate? ये वाले ना?
Yes, sir.
I'm using the cross window, control button. ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं आप, and then this one. So I have selected all these 4 columns and then say assign to selected beams. Now be rotate over. Got this?
Yes,
Now
sir.
these 2 are. If you go into the plan, abhi dekho, these 2 are horizontal and these are vertical. So this way I can change the orientation of the columns. Correct? I think E tabs में कुछ तो local axis वगैरह था, कुछ तो local axis थे ना?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
तो यहाँ ये है. Now you can hide the 3D view. Right click, structure diagrams, none, and see the whole structure again. View, whole structure. So yes, we have changed the orientation also of the columns. What is the next step?
Support.
Let's go to the support. अभी एक काम करेंगे क्या? ठीक है. Supports, create, fix support, add. Now कैसे assign करना है मुझे ये सभी को? Either press control button or go to the front view and select these nodes only. Right? By using cross window and assign. Now you may be understanding now the modeling is becoming easier compared with yesterday session, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But follow the steps as per the training program only. Yesterday's practice, first you do the yesterday's practice, then do the today's practice. Don't directly jump to the shortcuts, because yesterday's practice is also important and today's practice is also important, because as and when required, you need to follow the classical method also, which is from the basic principle, which may be tedious, but still it is required. And this shortcut is also important many times. So you use the combination of the shortcuts and classical methods. Yeah, we have developed this supports. Now abhi modeling mein loads ka kuch kiya nahi humne. Know what to do. Okay. Now let's discuss on the loading first. Now we have assumed 120. Let me put here. So let's say our slab is 120 mm thick. Then our brick is 0.15 meter thick. And height of the brick wall कितना है हमारा? 1 meter height. 1 ही था ना? No. Let's check. Parapet wall is 1 meter. Then let's say lie load is 2 kilonewton per meter square. Or we can do also that this lie load is, for this slab, let's take lie load as 2 kilonewton per square meter. And for this slab, lie load, let's say 3 kilonewton per square meter. So we will take different loads. Okay. Now on slab, what will be the load? What are the loads on slab? Slab पे क्या क्या load रहेगा मेरा?
फ्लोर फिनिश।
Yes, floor finish भी लेना है, लेंगे क्या? ठीक है, लेंगे चलो. Floor finish, let's assume as 1.5 kilonewton per square meter. Okay, so slab we are having load, dead load.
डेड लोड।
So dead load will be the self weight of slab, right? Self. So what is the dead load in slab? Thickness into density, which is 3 kilonewton per square meter. This is your unit weight. Then there is a, I can define SIDL. Okay, SIDL will be floor finish in our case, which is 1.5 kilonewton per meter square. We are creating different cases, and then there will be, our brick wall load we will put in the SIDL. So SIDL this will be one case, and then brick. Okay, here brick wall. This is also, we will put this in SIDL only. So brick wall का कितना है मेरा? 0.15 is the thickness, into 1 meter is the height, into 20 is the density, which is nothing but 3 kilonewton per square meter. अभी एक काम करता हूँ, let me take this as a 2 meter height. ना तो ये मेरा 2 meter रहेगा, तो कितना रहेगा?
6।
डेलिबरेटली ले रहा हूँ मैं, क्योंकि कंफ्यूजन ये 3 का और ये कंफ्यूजन नहीं होना चाहिए. ओके, सो SIDL एंड देन लाई लोड तो हमने लिया है वो 2 and 3, करेक्ट. नाउ the classical method says that you can calculate the loads and apply the loads. Okay, कि tell me अभी ये जो बीम है, let me give the name B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5. So B1, as this is a 2A slab and the dimensions are 4 meter by 4 meter, then it will be only triangular load, right? और ये कितना लोड रहता है हमारा? See those कितना रहेगा ये? WLX by, no, it's not WLX by 3 actually, not fourth, because it is as per the yield line theory. So this load is WLX by 3. This is also WLX by 3, as it is a same span. Okay. And this will be half load actually here. Now there are two ways of say putting the loads on the structure that you can calculate these loads. अभी ले एक काम करेंगे, just so this will be our first load case, dead load, then second load case, SIDL, and third load case, live load. Okay. And in dead load also we will put the self weight. This is self weight of slab. We are not modeling the slab in the Staad Pro. That's why we need to calculate the self weight of the slab here like this. And we can calculate the self weight of the beams and columns in Staad Pro automatically. So self weight of beams and columns will be by Staad Pro. We will not calculate. Okay. So in the same case, I will take that. Now in the beginning, let's say अभी मुझे बताओ B1 पे say if you are not understanding, let me know first. So we are putting the loads on only first floor. Huh? Please keep in mind. So there are beams B1, B2, B3, B4. ये beams है and now tell me ये जो slab का dead load है slab DL हाँ? Yeah, this is 3 kilonewton per slab dead load. So what is the slab dead load, which is 3 kilonewton per square meter on beam B1? कितना आएगा बताओ? ये this one will be the load ना? So what will be this load? WLX by 3 ना? तो कितना आएगा वो? W कितना है हमारा?
Three kilometer.
So W is 3, so WLX by 3. WLX by 3. LX is shortest span. So W is 3 into
3 by
shortest span
4.
is 4 by 3. So it will be
4.
4. And what is the unit? Kilonewton per
meter.
Right. So it will be same for कौन सा ये B6 की होगा भी same ही आएगा ना?
Same आएगा sir.
So ये 5, 3 and 6 will be same. 5, 3, 6. See सभी को समझ में आ रहा है? 5, 3 ये 4 ये भी 4 और ये भी 4. So this one यही 4 है जो कैलकुलेट किया. WLX by 3 सभी में आएगा. Now what will be the load in on B2 में क्या रहेगा? Slab का?
Slab
Zero. Slab का नहीं, because slab is only transferring the load on B6 and B7. Anybody is having problem regarding this load path? किसी को समझ में नहीं आ रहा ऐसे है क्या कोई? Anybody? I think new batch people may be finding difficulty. I think old batch का तो सभी को पता है load path. Anybody is aware of this? One way, two way slab कैसे load निकालते हैं? Just follow this. कुछ ज़्यादा इसमें है नहीं है. Now yes, B2 and B4 there is no slab load क्योंकि ये one way slab है. So B4 ये 0, ये 0. अभी कौन सा पेंडिंग है?
5, 6, 7.
5 और 6 ये साइड से चाहिए अभी मेरे। तो या सो दिस इज माय, ये 4 जो है ना, 6 पे कौन कौन सा लोड है? B6 पे, B6 पे लोड है फ्रॉम,
Slab.
अभी ये नाम देता हूं मैं इसको, मतलब वो समझ में आएगा। सो दिस इज माय स्लैब S1, ओके, एंड दिस इज माय स्लैब S2। तो फ्रॉम S1 इट इज, जो हमने निकाला अभी,
4.
दिस इज फ्रॉम S1, क्या था 6 ना, B6,
4 के.
हाँ ये।
4.
सो दिस इज माय फ्रॉम S1, और इसमें प्लस रहेगा, S2 से भी रहेगा ना लोड उसका। S2 से कितना आएगा लोड B6 पे? WLX by 2, WLX by 2। सो W हमारा 3 है,
3.
LX कितना है? 1 मीटर।
1 meter.
सो 3 into 1 by 2,
1.5.
तो ये 1.5 रहेगा। दिस विल बी 1.5। सो S1 से 4, S2 से ये, सो दिस
5.5.
विल बी 5.5 टोटल किलो न्यूटन पर मीटर ना। और कुछ पेंडिंग है नहीं ना? या ये एक है ना कुछ,
Last
तो
B7.
B7 पेंडिंग है। So B7 will
1.5.
be, yes,
1.5.
the WLX by 2. WLX by 2. Those who are having problem with this, you can discuss with me after this session. W is 3 into 1 by 2, which is nothing but 1.5. I hope all of you got this. So slab dead load is over here, correct? And what are the other loads on the slab? SIDL.
SIDL.
SIDL भी है ना slab पे, तो slab का SIDL, so slab dead load, then slab SIDL और floor finish भी बोल सकते हैं। So let's me put here slab SIDL or floor finish. Let's see. Now WLX by 3 only. Formula is same. Only the W is different. W कितना आएगा यहाँ? हमारा कितना है? 1.5 है ना floor finish का. Span is same, other things are same. So it will be 2.
2.
Correct?
Yes sir.
2 kilonewton per meter, मतलब ये तो 0 ही आएगा।
0.
ये 0, ये 2,
2.
ये 0,
2.
2 and yes,
2.
यहाँ निकालना पड़ेगा। So यहाँ 2 plus कुछ तो रहेगा। So it will be 2 plus 0.75. Right?
Yes, sir. 0.75.
And यहाँ WLX by 2. WLX by 2
Yes.
मतलब 1.5 into 1 by 2, which is nothing but
0.75.
0.75. Okay.
Okay,
See, I am deliberately going by basic principles. Stat में है shortcut में बताऊंगा. Still, I am taking this because that will help you to understand the load path. And yes, so floor finish is done. What else? Brick wall तो directly है. See, brick wall ये per meter है. ये per meter रहेगा. Yeah, live load is there, which is
2 kilometer.
अभी एक काम करता हूँ मैं, लाइव लोड है ना सिंपल करता हूँ. लेट्स नो गो इन डिटेल क्योंकि ये जरा कॉम्प्लेक्स हो रहा है. सो लेट मी टेक द लाइव लोड एज 2 ऑन बोथ द स्लैब्स. ओके, लाइव लोड इज सेम फॉर बोथ द स्लैब्स विच इज 2 किलोन्यूटन पर स्क्वायर मीटर. बाद में अगर डिफरेंट रहेगा तो क्या करना है मैं बताऊंगा स्टैट में. 2 किलोन्यूटन पर स्क्वायर मीटर, दैट मीन्स W इज 2. ये मेरा W है ना. So slab live load. So WLX by through formula is same. Only W is 2 here in this case. 4 by 2. कितना आएगा? नहीं, कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुआ क्या? Oh, W is 2 ना? LX by 3. Sorry. How much? Zero यहाँ कितना है WLX/2 ना, दोनों साइड से है ना, so it will be 2.6 plus 1 and this will be, समझ में आ रहा है किसी को? All of you are there ना?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So yes, we have, and then we have the ये क्या brick wall का load है SIDL में, which is 4 kilonewton per square meter. This is uniform load. See why we have done this, because slab load is in kilonewton per square meter and we have transferred that in per meter, because whenever the load transfers to the beam, it transfers as a kilonewton per meter. So slab load is kilonewton per square meter and we have transferred as a kilonewton per meter by using different formulae like WLX/3, WLX/2 like this. If it is a one way, it is a WLX/3. If it is a two way and if the square slab is there, WLX/3. And if it is a rectangular shape, then that beta angle and that we need to calculate. Those who don't know that, we will share you that study material to all of you. In the classroom, it will be updated. I think बाकी लोगों को पता है ये सब, जिन्होंने already किया है हैरिस बिल्डिंग सेशन. Okay, so that is our case. अभी क्या करना है हमें? Now we will go into the Staad model. See, all these dimensions are in kilonewton per meter. That not dimensions, loads. Abhi, let's go into the Staad. Click on the load and definition. Click on the load cases. Add. Now first will be our dead load case, DL slab. Let's say shortcut DL slab. Dead load, not dead load slab, it is a dead load. Let's see. In dead load case, now here in the loading type, you need to select the dead part. So there are different load case loading types given here: dead load, live, roof live, seismic, wind load, like this. So as our dead load of the slab and sulfate is in dead load, we will select the dead. Then click add. Now let me create all the load cases first. Now click on the load cases, add. Now it will be SIDL. SIDL. Then SIDL is also dead load case. So click on the dead, because SIDL means superimposed dead load. Add. Again click on the load case details, add. और क्या है मेरा? Live load ना? Live load is having live case, LIV. Add. So these three cases we have defined. Now in every case we will put the required loads. So in dead load we will put slab dead load and sulfate of the beams and columns. Click this, add. First of all, I will put the sulfate here. So Y -1, then click on the add. So here you can see the sulfate is added. Select this sulfate and assign to the view. Now again click on the dead load. Now here I will put the slab loads. Click on dead load, then add. अभी अलग load define करने हैं हमें. Then click on the member load and click on the uniform force. Now what kind of loads are there? So there are different slab loads. पहले 4 है. So there is a 4, then there is a 5.5 and there is 1.5, right? So first I will define the 4 load. ये है ना slab dead load, SIDL. Not SIDL, dead load, slab dead load. So 4 को पहले define करेंगे. -4 due to gravity direction. Add. Here you can see -4 is added. Then second case is -5.5. Add. So I can multiple add this and -1.5. So all these loads are added, but they are not yet assigned because there is a question mark here. Now this 4 kilonewton load is for B1, B3 and B5. Yes, 1, 3 and 5. कौन कौन से 1, 3 and 5. ये तीनों के लिए है for these 3. So select these 4 and select these 3 beams. Then say assign to selected beams. So I have assigned that load to these 3 beams. Now this 5.5 is for this beam, middle beam. Yes. Select this beam and assign to selected beams. And this 1.5 is for this end beam. Select this, assign to it. And all of you know that these 2 smaller beams are not having any slab load. And that's why we have put that as a 0 here. 0 hai na? 2 and 4. So there is no load for these 2 beams, this and this. So slab dead load and all self weights are we have added here. Now SIDL, add member load, uniform force minus, अभी क्या है मेरा SIDL, just go there. SIDL 1:2, 2 भी है, 2.75 और 0.75. 2, 2.75, 0.75. Let's add -2, add -2.75, add and minus. Then again assign, select this, select all the 3 beams, assign to selected beams. Again this 2.75, select this middle beam, assign to selected beams, and select this one. Same process, only case is different. Then live load again same case, add member load, uniform force minus, here 2.6, 3.6 and 1, minus 2.6, minus 3.6, add minus 1. Now select this 3 beams, assign to selected beams, and then 3.6 for this middle beam, and this 1 for this end beam. Now as these load cases are different, but all of you know that in reality these all loads are together actually, they don't behave separately. There is always a slab dead load available, there is a live load available, and we design the members for load combinations actually. So we need to add the load combination also in this. I think there is one more load which is remaining. क्या pending है इसमें?
Wind और
Brick.
Brick.
नहीं, wind का भी नहीं करें. Brick load कितना था हमारा? I think 4 kilonewton per meter. So I will put that brick load in here in SIDL. Okay. So click SIDL, then add member load -4. Now select this load, and our brick load is at the periphery of the building. That means only this, ये middle वाला नहीं लेंगे, as it is a parapet wall. Then assign to the. Now we have added the parapet wall load. Now in design, all of you know that we design the members for load combinations, and the load combination is 1.5 dead load, 1.5 live load. That means ultimate load combinations. So how to define the load combinations? Click on the load case details, click on add, and here click on the define combinations. Now let me give the name to the combination as 1.5 dead load plus 1.5 SIDL plus 1.5 live load. This is our limit state combination. And here what you need to do, put here as a 1.5 load factor. I'm expecting that. And this load factor I want to assign to each and every case. For example, dead load. Click on the dead load. Click on the right arrow. That means we are applying that load factor to load case 1, which is dead load. Then I want this also, SIDL, right arrow. Live load also, same right arrow. Now, all the load factors are assigned to these load cases 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 means these are the load cases. Huh? This is load case 1, dead load. 2, SIDL, 3, live load. And then click add and close. That means we have created the load combinations, because whenever we design any member, we design for load combinations and not independent cases. Please keep in mind. So this is our load combinations. Now what is the next step? I think loads are assigned, everything is done. There are no loads on the plane beams other than self-weight. So I'm not putting any load on the plane beams. Let's say there are no loads for the time being. As a matter of study, I am not considering any loads on this. Fine. समझो यहाँ कुछ वॉल ही नहीं है, इसलिए लोड नहीं है, पार्किंग स्ट्रक्चर है समझो. Let's say. Then go to the tools, check multiple structure. Click on the check multiple structure. There has to be only structure 1, single structure, which is here. So it is okay. Then go to the tools, check duplicate nodes. Then click OK. No duplicate nodes found. OK. Tools, check duplicate members. No duplicate members. Fine. So that is the checkpoint. There are other points. Check orphan nodes. Highlight. No orphan nodes. Orphan nodes matlab, see, many times whenever you model as a beginner, you do mistakes. So there will be some node here in the air, which is not connected to the model. So such kind of nodes may be there somewhere in between the model. So he will highlight that, and you can delete that nodes, unnecessary nodes. Now next step is very easy. Just commands, go to the analyze, perform analysis, click OK, and then go to the analysis, run analysis, save. Now go to the post-processing mode, done. Now here actually we have selected all the cases. Now let me take to the left side first, available in the available. Click on this part, and I want only this combination case, because I will design the structure for only combination, not individual case. So I'm not interested in these 3 cases. Just click on the 4th load combination, this one, right arrow, and apply OK. Now click on the beams and go to the graphs. If you don't want to see these loads, then just uncheck this. If you want to see the bending moment diagrams, you can click on this MZ and then click each and every beam and see the bending moment values, shear force values, and axial force values. Okay. So this is the, we can say, modeling. Today we have learned a lot of things. Now it is your turn to practice. So any questions? कोई questions है क्या? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay.
सर
हाँ, yes.
कल क्लास होगा?
नहीं, मेरा नहीं रहेगा. कल और परसों नहीं है मेरा. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It will be on Monday.
Okay, sir.
Those who are new, please refer my basic videos, basic session videos to understand the concepts. And don't bother if you don't understand this load calculations. It will be covered in high-rise building also. Those who have done Harris building, I think they can understand what I'm telling. Okay. So any other questions?
सर हॅलो,
हा हॅलो.
काही शंका असेल तर डायरेक्टली तुम्हाला कॉल केला चालेल ना?
हा चालेल ना. सी टेक्निकल फोरम वरती आहे का तुम्ही आपल्या ग्रुप वरती?
मला नाही समजलं आता ते.
नाही मी सांगतो, मी आय टेल यू प्रज्ञा टू ऍड यू. तिथं तुम्ही ग्रुपवर रेज केले ना क्वेश्चन चालतील. मग तिथे
Okay.
आन्सर्स मिळतील. कसं असतं, जे एकदम बेसिक असतील तर कोण पण आन्सर देईल. फारच कॉम्प्लिकेटेड प्रॅक्टिकल असेल तर मी आहेच. म्हणजे सी देर आर ट्रेनर्स ऑन द ग्रुप.
हा.
आय एम ऑल्सो ऑन द ग्रुप. सो
Okay.
यू विल गेट. अगदीच छोटे प्रश्न असतील तर कोणही आन्सर देईल. टीम मध्ये आपले सगळे स्टुडंट्स आहेत, ट्रेनर्स आहेत, सगळेजणच आहेत. स्टाफ आहे
चालेल.
आमचा सगळेजण. ते यू विल गेट आन्सर्स समवेअर. ओके.
चालेल चालेल. ओके, थँक्यू. आणि सर ते बेसिकचे लेक्चर्स तुम्ही आम्हाला पाठवलेत ना,
हा हा.
ते पुढे होणार आहेत का? आणि परत ते म्हणजे रिपीट?
नाही तुम्ही व्हिडिओ करा ना. त्याचे क्वेश्चन्स असतील तर मला विचारा. कारण
बरं.
ते बेसिक आहेत ना, ते आपले बेंडिंग मुवमेंट डायग्राम कसे करायचे,
हा
काय
हा
करायचे.
हा.
त्यामुळे त्याला कसं आहे, ते घेण्यात पॉईंट नाही. तसं म्हटलं तर सेशन आपल्यालाच मोठे होतील. आणि आपलं भरपूर शिकायचं आहे अजून. बेसिक
बरं.
तुम्ही काय करा, पॅरलली शिका. इट इज 6 मंथ्स मध्ये बेसिक्स कंटिन्युअसली करत राहायचे.
चालेल चालेल.
कारण हा टाइम एवढा मोठा आहे की बेसिक्स त्याच्यातच आपण हळूहळू डेव्हलप व्हायचंय. सो असं काही नाही की हे झाल्यावर ते झाले होते. बेसिक इज समथिंग की लाईफ लॉंग शिकायचंय आपल्याला. बेसिकला असं काय हे नसतं, काय म्हणतात त्याला,
ओके ओके.
टाइम लिमिटच नाही. कारण बेसिक इज समथिंग दॅट वी लर्न टुडे ऑल्सो. कारण बेसिक इज सो क्लासिकल अँड फंडामेंटल दॅट वन शुड लर्न टिल द एंड. ओके. सो ऍड केले का ह्याला क्लासरूमला,
क्लासरूमला ऍड आहे
त्या बेसिकच्या?
बेसिकच्या काहीतरी व्हिडिओ आलेत 10-12 क्लासरूमला.
हा असतील त्याच्यामध्ये. करेक्ट. येस. ओके. सो just remind Pradnya to add that on the technical forum group.
Okay.
So thank you all.
Good day, sir.
Good night
Thank you,
to
sir.
all. Thank you
Good
everyone.
night, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night, sir.